I'm not passing for the rest of the year. I want to stay right there with Mark Price. Staying right there with the legend. I'm not passing again. Yeah, I know. Stay right there.
You're one of the best shooters I ever played against, and as a matter of fact, if you was in this league right now, we wouldn't be talking about Steph Curry. We'd be talking about you.
The way you're sitting here next to Isaiah, you guys seem to get along fine, but I know the two of you battled.
There they go.
I can only imagine how many times over the
good
years.
block, Mark. Good block.
What do you think of when you look at Jake sitting next to you?
Well, let's just say we got after it when we played. No questions. You know, Isaiah obviously was the standard at the point position when I came in the league, and we had to play him 6 times every year back then. We were division rivals. You know, you knew you had to go through Detroit, and we went at it. We were competitors, and he was one of the best. But, you know, I had to raise my level. Every night I knew I was stepping on the floor against this guy.
And he did raise it. And not only did he raise it to the point where I would go to the bench and I would say, Chuck, I can't handle him tonight. We gotta put Joe on him, and I'll come in and I'll play against his backup.
Can I just mention one guy's name who I think is one of the most underrated players of our era, who nobody ever talks about anymore, is Mark Price. He was so good. You remember how
Hardest
good?
to check on the pick and roll. He was splitting the pick and roll.
Man.
He created the split.
Yes.
Nobody was splitting pick and rolls.
As a matter of fact, we have an entire segment devoted to more of the under the radar kind of guys in the backcourt.
I was like, wow.
A little bit like Steve Nash in that he was the best shooting point guard of his day. Could shoot any shot. You know, as Kenny said, he invented splitting the pick and roll, and the reason it was effective was because he could shoot the runner in the lane. But he could stop on a dime in transition and shoot from 3. Mark was much more athletic than people gave him credit for. He was fast, he was strong, and when he ran pick and roll with Brad Daugherty, it was a nightmare to defend.
Yeah, Mark Price was, I mean, actually, when I got drafted, I had to move, and I saw him the other day, much respect to him, Darnell Valentine.
Okay.
And John Morton, who was with Seton Hall at the time. John Morton really taught me the plays. Mark Price was coming off of an injury at the time, so that's the reason why the Cavaliers drafted me. Mark Price, other than Steph Curry, was the best shooter I ever seen in my life.
That's a lie.
And they talk about Steph Curry so much, but I wish that young players would look and Google Mark Price.
Mark Price.
Mark Price whooped my butt every single day. Right? I mean, every day.
Shooting drills?
I mean, Larry Nance, the great Larry Nance said to me, he said, where you going right now? I said, I'm going to shoot free throws because, you know, the great Lenny Wilkins said, you know, everybody shoot free throws, shoot 50 free throws at the end of practice. He says it was Steve Kerr, who was the coach of Golden State, and Mark Price. They both shoot 90% from the line. He says, Larry Nance says, so where you, don't go over there. He said, if you go over there, don't miss. So that's how I became a better free throw shooter, because they put the pressure on you to say, man, if you go over there, you have to shoot 90%.
90%. Well, that's what he did.
So that's how Mark Price was. Mark Price was a perfectionist, man. He taught me how to read Brad Daugherty. You know, like Brad Daugherty was like, you know, we grew up, everybody had a big man. So it was boom, 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 throw me the ball. It wasn't Kevin Garnett when I played with him, I had problems when I first got there because he would post up at the 3-point line.
Talk about great shooters of today. We talk about shooting off the dribble and, you know, coming off screens, getting a shot, moving without the basketball, running around, catch, shoot. The greatest shooter, you know, by far, I think he's already been stamped, got the tag, Steph Curry. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my era. Now I'm gonna talk to you about Mark Price.
Price revving it up for 3. Price around quarter, banks it. Price for the lead, got it for the 3.
Mark Price, off the pick and roll, one of the greatest shooters I've ever seen in all game. Now, there's a thing we call 50, 40, 90. Guy shoots 50% from the field, 40% from the 3, 90 from the line. That was Mark Price back then. Mark Price can come off screens, he can catch it, he can shoot it, but then he was fast and he was quick and he could run all day. And then there's this thing now where they split the screen, but Mark Price was coming off and he was splitting the screen and then he's pulling up, popping, pop, from the three-point line. His shot making, his foul shooting, and then his speed made him like almost unguardable during that era.
Price over Isaiah from deep. He got another triple to go.
We were at the Palace and we were playing against Cleveland, and Mark Price, he was killing me the first quarter. Chuck Daly calls timeout. I come to the bench. Chuck goes, Isaiah, Mark's killing you. He's killing you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it together. And so we go back out. Mark Price hits another three. Quick call timeout. We come to the bench. Chuck goes, Mark is killing you, Isaiah. Like, you gotta do something. I say, hey, Chuck, listen to me. I know he's killing me. The 20,000 people in the arena know he's killing me. My teammates knows he's killing me. Can you tell me something that's gonna help me right now to stop this dude from killing me? Because we all know he's killing me.
Pocketed. That's the steal. Oh, what a move. Wow. Splits two defenders. Kicking all the way. It's a flyby. It's a three ball.
This is a big leap just in terms of watching Steph today shoot the basketball and comparing him to Price. Because you can't really make that as an accurate comparison, because Steph Curry has done something so uniquely different in our league. What Mark Price was doing so difficult and rare back then, and those things in our league, they were just starting to appear. So when we see that happening today, you always have to give the originators, the ones who started it, the pioneers, you always have to go back and remind people of what really sparked the imagination of players and of coaches to incorporate these things. Basketball, in a lot of ways, is a lot like music. They say there's no such thing as new music. There's new ways of using it. But as Earth, Wind, and Fire said, sounds never dissipate. It only recreates in another place. And basketball is the same way.
Yeah.